Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Morning Chisme podcast. Sister, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a good Wednesday.
Yeah, it's nice outside.
I haven't been. I would say ish. I don't even know. It's only 10 a.m., so I really don't know, if it's nice outside.
That's true. No, it is. I, had to go outside to come here.
Well, yes. I feel like it's we're past the point where it will ever be cold again for the whole year.
Right. But it's not super hot, which is good.
Oh, but it will be soon, girl.
I know, it will be soon.
And it's scorching. It's not even a little hot. It's just like the devil's crack. And it's really, truly annoying.
Yeah, yesterday I was driving for work and I was like, damn. Just feeling the heat in the car, that alone, I'm like, ugh. I hate
when
that.
your cheeks get stuck to the seat and you're like, okay, is skin gonna come off? I really don't know.
Well, I thankfully in my work car have cloth.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, that's why you should go with cloth in Houston, to be honest. I know that leather looks nice, but during the summer, you have to
yeah, but also leather, if you spill, it's so much easier to clean. Cloth,
that's true.
It's over for you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like couches, too.
Yeah.
If you have a cloth couch, it's over.
I know. We have the same
leather.
couch.
I know. My couch it's fucked because my cat, she just be scratching it and shit.
I love that couch.
It's a good couch.
It's a very good couch.
Shout out to American Furniture Warehouse.
No, literally.
They have very affordable furniture.
I know. They should collab with us. Literally, all of our shit is from there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these chairs are from there too.
Yeah, you did get these there.
Interesting. Not us wanting a sponsorship.
I know, literally. But please.
Literally. But okay, we have so much to get through today. We had Coachella weekend 1 this past weekend, and it was a time. Obviously,
it was a time watching it from Homechella.
Yes, Homechella, Coachella.
Yeah.
I will say, impressed every year with the outfits, with the vibe. When people go and you see this one guy, he was every single day he would document his journey to Barricade. And I'm like, damn.
When he would run?
Yes.
Yes, I saw that. And so do they wear a diaper?
I really don't know the vibes.
I need someone who is a Barricade person to let me know. I need to know if you wear a diaper. Or do you not hydrate all day? What do? You don't eat all day?
Yeah. That would be I feel like that's the fun part of Coachella is the eating and the drinking and the vibes. And
yeah, I mean, I truly love, watching it from home. I really do. But people's outfits and how they get ready, I love that so much. And I know that everyone hates Sierra Ortega from Love Island season 7.
Hates her.
A lot of people don't like her.
Yeah.
However, her looks were iconic, in my opinion.
I think she had some of the best looks. I agree.
One of the best looks.
I did see some people were like, oh, my stylist brought me this. And I'm like, your stylist hates you. Because what the fuck is that?
I told you that a lot of people, hired stylists before Coachella. And a lot of their stylists let them down at least days before in order for them to get some outfits, later on. But, I don't know. You have to have a specific sense of style for Coachella. But I also think that Sierra just has that. You know what I mean? That's how she dresses. We saw her in Love Island USA season 7. She dressed really nice. Very unique sense of style.
Yeah. And I think that sometimes you can tell when someone's putting it on and it's not their vibe.
Yeah.
I get that Coachella has that style, but I'm always impressed when the girls are in boots all day. I'm or heels. Any type of heel is impressive to me in the grass, first of all.
Yeah.
And for hours and hours and hours, I would only last maybe one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's hot. I don't know, it's in the desert.
So maybe it's dry heat.
Oh God. I don't know what's worse, dry or wet.
Probably dry. I'd rather dry.
Yeah, but when it's wet heat and your entire body is dripping in sweat, it's actually the worst.
No, I hate that. I hate that so much. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
And then when you go to the bathroom, nothing comes off because it's sticking to you.
No.
But still, we got to watch it from Homechella. And one of the biggest things that YouTube has ever done is doing the live stream from Coachella. Yes.
Honestly, thank you so much.
Truly.
Thank you so much. I just don't think that I'm a Coachella girly. Maybe one day, maybe, but I do think that them having the performances on YouTube, what's the point of going?
Literally.
I can watch it from the comfort of my own home. Now, I get why the people go because it is a vibe. It's the weekend for some people.
Yeah.
But for me, love watching it from home.
Yeah, and having that option and it being free too.
I love anything free.
Literally. And I feel like with the 3 headliners this weekend, it may have been the best set list I have seen in a long time, at least from what like I would consider really great.
Yeah.
So we had Sabrina Carpenter on Friday, Justin Bieber Saturday, and then Karol G on Sunday. So let's get through our thoughts of each.
Yes.
So Sabrina Carpenter, I felt like it was a performance. She did the damn thing.
When does she not, though? When does she not? I feel like she is such an amazing performer. Mm-hmm. She's such an amazing performer. I feel like it's always good vibes from Sabrina. Mm-hmm. Like, I always just, like, I watch her and it's, like, happiness. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, I always get that vibe from her. And she did amazing, but when does she not? I always expected her to, you know, go above and beyond, and she did exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, she's a pop star. I love when pop stars...
Literally a pop star.
Pop star. Like, I want to see that.
Literally. I love that so much.
I know. And it's like, she put on this performance. There was like a lot to it. There was like a lot on the stage. You know, it took her all this time to prep for it. And I felt like it was really good. She really killed it. She did have a viral moment. And I want to know your thoughts on it. So she was on stage. Somebody in the crowd said something. At the time, she didn't know what it was, right? Mm-hmm. And she called it out, and the girl who made, you know, the chant was like, hey, this is like a cultural thing. And now everybody's having their opinions on like what Sabrina said.
Yeah, I heard that she was getting canceled.
Yeah, people are saying that she's canceled.
How do we know, though, and I'm not trying to stand up for her, but like, how do we know that she heard that it was cultural?
I think, I don't know. I mean, from the video, she's like, the girl does what she does, and then Sabrina's like, are you yodeling? And then the girl's like, oh no, it's like a cultural chant or something. And then Sabrina, I don't know if Sabrina said I don't like it before or after, but I feel like, I think her response was like a little too cheeky. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Sabrina's energy is always like, she's joking, she makes it, like, she's like kind of like dry humored. But I feel like maybe in the moment wasn't the best response.
Right.
But I feel like the reaction is intense.
The reaction is very intense. But I think that for some people it is that intense. Yeah. And that's okay. Like, I think that whenever I feel like you feel like your culture is being attacked, it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah, no, fair.
Sabrina did come out and apologize. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she in the apology she said that she didn't hear that it was a cultural thing. I hope that Sabrina learns from this and grows from this, and I feel like she would. I feel like she would. Now, if she were to do it again, then I would be like, okay, like, you know, cancel her. But if she learns from this, then I think that she should be. Yeah. I don't think that people should be giving her such a hard time, but I also do understand why people do.
Yeah. And of course, like, when someone sees something, they'll like give their thoughts and opinions. I feel like people were just giving their thoughts and opinions on what they felt in that moment. But she did apologize, so I did appreciate that. But I did also see that one of the girls who was, I guess, friends with the girl who chanted was like, we didn't expect Sabrina to know what it was. Like, we didn't take it like that. Oh, really? Yeah, so she made a video too, because people were like, okay, so why are you interrupting a show? Which I honestly didn't even think of that, like, being an issue. Yeah. Because, like, people scream, chant, whatever, at every single concert I've ever been to. So I was like, I don't even think that was necessarily the problem. But I mean, she did have, I think overall she did a really good job. I'm excited to see what she does the second weekend. I didn't get to watch it live. I watched like bits and pieces after, but I felt like it was so good. And
do they usually repeat the same act?
Yes. Oh, okay. Usually they do. Sometimes they'll bring new people out, like different guests.
Who does she bring?
So she had Samuel Jackson. She had Will Ferrell. I don't know if she had anyone like musically.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
Her, but I think it was just like her and like obviously
and Susan.
Like, yes. And I just feel like she did such a good job. And we're very excited to see it from like an actual live standpoint, like next week, because I didn't watch it live. I only watched Justin and Karol G live. So let's go to Justin. So then we have Saturday, right? Sabrina did amazing. I thought it was great. I think it was like such a performance. And then we had Justin Bieber. And this was like the most anticipated moment of the entire weekend.
And you know, last week we said that there had been rumors that SZA was on standby. SZA said, I'm not on standby.
Yeah, she said, I'm in New York.
Yeah, I'm in New York actually. But good luck to everybody, you know, in the desert.
Yeah, so I think that somebody either made that up or whatever.
People are making things up and like, run with it.
Sometimes I be believing it.
No, literally.
I can get scammed.
Absolutely.
I 100% am scammable. I thought I wasn't. I am. So Justin Bieber is Saturday, right? So he comes out and it just reminds you like, damn, that's a talented ass man.
Talented ass man. And I know a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about his performance, okay? Because Justin was like essentially a solo act. Like he said, I'm here basically by myself.
Yeah.
Right? To perform for you guys. It's just me and my vocals and this mic.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people had a lot of things to say. Some people were praising Justin, saying, you know, this is how you know Justin Bieber is exactly who he thinks he is. Because he is only one of the few artists that can probably do something like this. Right?
Yeah.
And it's true. Like, I would think maybe Adele.
Yeah.
Beyonce. Absolutely Beyonce. Justin. And just like a select few. But people, so he puts on this performance and, you know, he's essentially just, you know, singing his songs.
Yeah.
It's essentially like a listening party kind of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, he starts out with Swag and Swag 2. So people are like, okay, are we going to get any of the oldies, like the big hits? Not that his music is bad, but like there's obviously like songs that are like ingrained in our childhood and memories. And, you know, he goes through Swag 1, Swag 2. He brings out a couple of guest performers. I think it was like Kid Leroy and somebody else I can't remember right now. But then he sits on his laptop. So he pulls out his MacBook, okay? And I thought at the time that this was like pre-recorded. No, this is all live. This is all live.
Yeah.
And he starts searching shit on YouTube. Starts out with Baby and everybody just like goes crazy, right? And he's like watching the music video from where, you know, back in the day, and he's singing over the song and he's doing like little snippets of like old songs.
Yeah.
And of course, like people are like giving their thoughts on that. You know, some are saying, wow, like I loved it. It was like such a throwback moment.
Yeah. And he was like catering to people that were at home, because I guess people that were at home were sending in requests.
Yeah. And a lot of the people that were obviously there loved it too. So I'm like, okay, so what is the issue? Did I think that Justin Bieber was going to go on stage and have like a ton of dancers and like do a bunch of shit? No, I did not expect that. Maybe other people did, but I thought that he was going to go up there and show off his music, his new music.
And be Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
I feel like he went on so many tours when he was younger where he put on a whole show. Yeah. Right? I feel like this is the Justin that we get now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said in the last pod, I was like, all I wanted Justin to do was succeed after this Coachella like weekend, and I feel like, in my opinion, he did.
Yeah.
I understand where people are coming from in the sense, like, if this were a woman and she would have done this, we would have dragged her to hell. And that's true. I do believe that. You know, I think that two things can be true at once. I think that he is one of the selected few that can do something like this. And him singing his old songs and, like, you know, looking at his younger self, it was so beautiful. Like, I literally cried. Like, I was just like, he's healing. This is probably so healing for him. And that's the way that I decided to take a look at it. Because, like, I do understand where people are coming from, like I said, in the sense of, like, would women have gotten dragged for doing what Justin did?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I also have like a really soft spot in my heart for Justin. And I just want to see him thrive. And if this is the way that he was thriving, then that's great. I'm so happy for you. You're an amazing artist. And like, say what you want about the dude, but like that mic was on.
Yes.
That mic was on with no background singers, no like backtrack. What is it called? Like,
yeah, I think it's like live auto-tune or stuff like
whatever
that.
it's called. He was doing amazing. When he sang Favorite Girl, I lost my damn mind. I was like, I love this song.
I know. It just brought me back to like younger days.
And, you know, a lot of people are saying, like, I can't believe he just brought out his computer and started singing along with his younger self. Like, what the fuck was that about? Guys, he sold his catalog. He sold this. I truly believe this was a way of him going around the copyright claim. Like, I really do. Like, I think all of this was strategic. He was singing little bits and pieces of each one of his old songs. He was like essentially like karaokeing along his younger voice with his like grown man voice, which I really love that. I would love to hear his old music. Mm-hmm. I would love to hear Justin Bieber's old music with his grown-up voice. I would love for him to re-record all of his songs.
Yeah.
I think it would be a hit.
Oh, absolutely.
If no one has thought about this, but does he have to buy them back?
I don't really know I don't know.
Because Taylor did it, right?
Yes, but Taylor owned she didn't own her masters, but she owned the lyrics because she wrote all her music. So I don't know if he owns all that. I don't know what his situation is. It is confusing because some people are saying like, oh no, like just because he sold his catalog doesn't mean that he can't perform it. But it's like, I do think that there's like a paying that he might have to do, like some fee he might have to pay for every song that he performs. I don't think
some deal that he has to do with Scooter Braun, right?
I mean, I guess
that who he sold it to?
I don't know if he sold it to him, but I think I don't know what their situation is, but he did sell it. That's all I know. I don't know to who, but I'm sure there's going to be some sort of like give-get situation if he has to perform the songs in full. But he did an amazing job. I think that the YouTube thing was creative. I've never seen it done before, and like, okay, not everyone's the same. Like, people are like, oh, well, Sabrina and Justin, and it's like, okay, but they're two different people.
Yeah.
Like, Sabrina, I could never see her going up there and performing on, her laptop. But I don't see Justin doing what Sabrina's doing either. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like different people, different strokes for different folks. And that's it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really good. I think that it made me also realize like how many songs on Swag and Swag 2 he has that I like. Yeah. I haven't listened to it in full.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, okay, this is good.
I really love that for Justin. And you could see Hailey. One thing about me, I love myself. I love my girl Hailey Bieber. I love her. And she just looked so proud of her husband, and I'm just like so happy for them.
Yeah. And I mean, she did post on her Instagram like some like background, I guess from like when they were rehearsing, and she's like, no one knows what it took to get here. And like out of anyone, I'm sure that she watched him like go through a lot of struggle to get up there, because like I'm sure he would love to be his like normal, non-traumatized self. Like I'm sure he doesn't enjoy all the experiences he went through. Like,
and the fact that people are talking about it all the time.
Yeah, it's always brought up. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that he went through a lot to get up there, but people wanted to see him. The prices skyrocketed just for him. Like, I'm sure people are trying to get a ticket for next Saturday. Yeah. If not the whole weekend, then he was, that act this weekend. Yeah. And he got paid the big bucks to do it. So,
period. I love that for him.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just not going to be the same across the board.
Everything that Justin has been through, like seeing him smile up there, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like seeing him smile and perform, especially given that he just performed the Grammys, and we didn't get that vibe at the Grammys. Remember?
Yeah, he seemed very nervous.
Yeah, nervous, like very shy, very like just not, I don't know. He just didn't seem like his full self at the Grammys, whereas performing at Coachella, we saw a side of him that just, it was different. Yeah. It was different. You see Justin smiling. I'm sorry, but like often we don't see Justin smiling during like at least his latest performances. Like we've seen him a little bit more in like a sad state, given everything that has came out, which is valid. He has gone through a lot. We don't even know the ins and outs of the things that Justin has gone through.
Yeah. And I mean, he grew up in it. He was, a child star. He went from being like a normal kid to his life being completely different, being surrounded by adults that were making decisions for him. If this was a decision that he wanted to make, then that's it. Yeah. And if the people that went to the show enjoyed it, like, I think that the people, like, yeah, we can have our opinion, but it was free to us. Like, yeah. I feel like the only people that can really say, like, I didn't enjoy it, it wasn't my vibe, are people that paid the fat bucks to be there. And I did it. And I sat at home and I watched it and I liked it. And I thought it was good. So those were my thoughts. I felt like, he did a good job. I'm excited to see if he does the same thing next weekend. Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be the exact same. But yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, me too.
But next we have Karol G. Okay, so Karol G was closing the weekend of Coachella. She was the headliner on Sunday. And, there was a delay. And it was a fat delay, okay? She was supposed to come on at 9:55 PST. She didn't come on till like 12:25. Me and Paula were like, Wait,
9:55, and then she didn't. So like 10:25.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Okay, I was like, girl, you just had 3 hours.
Sorry. Like here, like obviously the time change. She didn't come on for 30 minutes. Okay. And the thing is with Coachella, like your set has to finish before midnight there on Sunday because they have like regulations or whatever.
Yeah.
So she was already like cutting it very close that her set was going to go over time, and it can't. Like literally they'll get this big ass fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So she finally gets on stage. Apparently what happened is she had 2 sets of stairs. Did you see the stairs that go on the side? They apparently were not like safe enough for her to get on stage because there was like a lot of wind. Like they were just like not staying in the right place. And I mean, given the fact that her stage was so incredibly impressive, I'm like, okay,
Impressive as fuck.
you guys need to like make sure it's safe, because like the stairs were like the biggest thing. She went up and them down them hoes like the entire time. She comes on stage, right? She starts out with Latina Forever, and I'm like, bitch, it was so good. It was like she came out. It was like she performed to her heart's desire. I feel like it was so good.
And we didn't expect anything less from Karol either. Like I feel like Karol G will always put on that show.
No,
She
100%.
is that girl.
She was very much that girl. She came out, she performed. It was, I will say, the only things that I was like, ugh, she should have left Mariah Angelique at home. I'm sorry. She came out as a guest to sing in Maquinon, and I felt like either she was extremely nervous to be on such a big stage, or she didn't want to be there. And I think it's, the first one. I think that she was just really nervous because it was a fuck ton of people.
Yeah.
And
that's with people going home.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were like, oh, we're not staying. Sometimes people go home before the Sunday shows.
yeah, I have thoughts on that too. I'm like,
Yeah.
why'd you go home? Why is it
Yeah.
that? On the one day that we have a Latin artist, I mean, I guess maybe I'm too woke, but Maria Angelique was out there. She was like very nervous. And I think that during that time period, Karol was also like just getting off of like dancing a bunch. So she was like trying to be like, hey bitch, sing so I can catch my breath. And I felt like I don't want to say she looked annoyed, but I was like, I feel like she's annoyed because I'm annoyed seeing it. Like she's not singing.
Yeah.
It was just like one of I think one of the only moments during the entire performance that I was like, she ain't getting asked back for weekend 2.
Yeah, you're not coming back.
Sorry. This was a one-time situation.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the show was really good. It was so strong. They had an all-female mariachi band. Becky G came out. I felt like them performing.
Becky G is also that girl.
Oh my God. Body tea.
Face card never declines.
Voice tea. She always stands up for, the community, and I feel like she did such a great job doing that.
I love that about Becky. That's why I'm always gonna back up my girl Becky, even when she makes decisions that I don't agree with. Okay, because Becky has been one of the only artists that have stood 10 toes down to essentially say fuck ICE,
Literally.
and fuck ICE.
Literally.
Like, and everything that has to do with the Latino community, she always stands up for that. And she's not new to this. She's true to this.
Yeah.
She's been saying this.
Yeah.
It's been years of Becky standing up. And I love that. One thing about me, I'm going to support an artist that supports our people.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I feel like their performance up there was really good. And, Karol was performing some songs from her new album, from her old albums. And I felt like overall, the performance, it was giving. It was
An
performing.
unreleased song that needs to be released today.
So she brought out, I think his name was Greg Gonzalez. To be honest, I don't know Cigarettes After Sex like that. I just know they're a band. And she brought him out. She's like, I'm going to play a song that I did not know I was going to play. Never thought it would see the light of day, but I feel like some people need to hear it. She starts singing, and I'm like, oh, this song is tea. This song is you already know you fuck with it.
Who do you think this song was about?
Well, she says it was like grieving somebody that passed. I don't know, maybe if it's like a grieving somebody that's alive kind of vibe, but it felt like it was like a loss.
Yeah.
And now, of course, on TikTok, people have taken it to ruin my life.
God,
and I'm seeing
please,
everybody
my
post
heart. I know.
Post their parents, their family members who have passed, and I'm like, I can't do this today.
Yeah.
It's too much for my heart. But I need her to release it with the quickness. But I don't know if she is.
I don't think so.
Really?
I feel like if she would have released it, it would have been days after. Well, I don't know. Maybe after Coachella weekend too.
I hope so. I hope she comes out next week and is like, hey, I'm releasing this hoe. Because it's so popular now. And I'm like, every time I watch the video, I listen to the whole thing. And I'm pretty sure I could learn the words in like a day or two.
Yeah.
But that was beautiful, gorgeous. And then I feel like the moment of the night was when, she's doing her thing. She's dancing in the water. And I'm like, I kept thinking like, so I'm man.
Yeah.
Every time, because like she's like dancing, being sexy, the girls are pouring water on her, and I'm like, damn, I really don't want her to get sick.
Yeah.
She gets off stage, to go change, I assume. And we hear Wisin come on stage. He's like, damas y caballeros. And I'm like, oh my God. My literal heart dropped to my butt. I was like, at first I thought it was going to be Wisin y Yandel, but it was just Wisin.
People say
Yandel.
that Fade got Yandel in the divorce.
I mean, it makes sense. He comes out. It's like, I would say like a 6-minute span of him just singing the oldies. And the perreo was fucking everything. Okay, from home and there. People were dancing. Yeah. It was a vibe.
He's saying bam bam rakata. Like, I was like, period.
Literally. And it just kind of made me like it made me realize, like, I feel like Wisin y Yandel, I don't know if they've ever had a chance to like headline. I don't think they've ever headlined Coachella, obviously. But they definitely fucking could, because their vibes were immaculate. Oh my God.
When you think back at these like reggaeton artists that like essentially paved the way for the reggaeton artists of today, right? Mm-hmm. We don't give them enough credit. Yeah. We don't. Like Alex y Fido, you know, like
Daddy
Yankee, Don Omar, you know, Wisin y Yandel. It's just like, there's so many like, I don't know. There's just, maybe because of the times were different, right? Yeah. Like nowadays, like we're seeing more people support Latin artists like Bad Bunny, Karol G, Rao. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's really nice to see that like Karol took this artist and was like, here, you can also have like a little moment of my moment.
Yeah. She literally said like, you brought this up, I'm gonna give you like, and I love that, not that I didn't want to see her perform with him, but I love that she didn't. I love that she gave him the stage and allowed him to you know, sing, you know, his old music, all of them with Yandel, and he just fucking killed it. I was like, period. It was such a vibe. I was like,
he's definitely getting asked for a weekend too.
No, I mean, I would be pissed. I would be pissed if I go weekend two and he wasn't there. Yeah, I'd be like, no, you got to bring him back.
Unless she brings someone better.
Who's better?
I don't know.
I think it was like such a perfect set of songs. I was like, this is just like, I was all dancing. Yes, ooh.
It really makes me realize that like, reggaeton is my favorite music. Like,
oh my God, nothing beats reggaeton.
Nothing beats reggaeton. Nothing will ever beat reggaeton. Nothing will ever beat music in Spanish. I'm sorry, like that's the only thing I listen to with like sprinkles of music in English.
It's because you really can't compete where you don't compare. Yeah. Music in Spanish is just like, it's felt in such a different way.
Yes, and maybe it's different for us. Maybe like we enjoy it more just because like Spanish is our first language and like, you know, so maybe it does something to us that's different to like other people. Mm-hmm. But like, I really think it is the best music out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, the vibes reggaeton brings, like the perreo, I'm just like, I cannot duplicate this feeling with anything else. Yeah. It feels like being drunk while sober in like the best way. Like,
perreo is life.
It literally is so much fun. I was like losing my shit. The way I screamed so fucking loud. It was like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. And Chris, my fiance, came in the room. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, no, it's just Wisin. Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine.
But I also knew that he was coming out because there had been like a sound check video that came out. Yeah. So I was like, I thought it was going to be Wisin and Yandel. Wisin without Yandel was also amazing. And
well, they have been separated for some time.
But I feel like they're still like,
they're still like cool.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Can you imagine being a duo and then like you hate each other?
I actually really like, it really makes me sad when people are like a duo and then they don't like each other anymore. Like it really, really upsets me. Like, what did you do? Yeah. Like I always think about, like someone once made a video about this, like the Migos. The Migos were like my playlist in college. And it just makes me really sad that like they're at the place they are now. You know, like Offset is like, just like, you know, unwell, and then you have Quavo, and then you have Takeoff who passed away. Just like they were supposed to be, I feel like
the group.
Yeah,
I feel like they didn't last very long. It was just like a very short period of time. It feels like a short period of time. I'm sure it was longer than what it feels like. How long do you think they were together? Like a couple of years?
I think they were together my entire college life, because every single year I feel like their music was like important to me. Yeah. I know it sounds wild, but like I was so invested in them as a group, and I was like, oh my God, and they're related. Yeah. So I was always like, they can't break up. Yeah. And so it's sad that they are what they are now. But back to Karol G. Amazing job. She did fabulous. She got on that stage and she worked that damn thing. Obviously, because she went, started a little bit later, she had to cut some songs. But she did a great job, like, making it like, she's like, I'm not going to leave the stage until I play Provenza, which is what song she released the last time she was at Coachella.
Yeah.
And I think she did a really, really good job.
Love that.
I think that
and Provenza is that girl.
Oh my God.
That song is so good.
The EDM version, everything. We saw it, when we went to her concert a couple years ago.
That's how it ended, the concert, remember?
Yes.
And there was a confetti everywhere.
Yeah.
I love a good confetti moment.
Yeah. And I love when they, like, put a dash of EDM. I don't need a lot. Okay, I don't want to listen to the forks in the kitchen, but I do like when they add a little beat and I'm like,
Who does she do Provenza with?
I don't know. I don't know who the DJ is. To be quite honest, I don't really know about the DJs like that.
The only DJ I like is John Summit.
Oh my God. Mara is on her John Summit era vibes.
No, but like, it's the only DJ that I like.
It's funny.
It's Tiesto.
I actually saw Tiesto freshman year of college at like a festival in South Padre, and I was like, I kind of fuck with him.
This is the thing with house music. I need lyrics.
Yeah.
If you have the sound with lyrics, I'm there. I can't vibe to just sound.
Yeah. Like,
unless I'm on drugs. But like, okay, whenever I was in Mexico, we went to like this like beach club situation, and it's all house music, right? And I just know people were on drugs.
oh yeah.
Because like, you cannot tell me you like this sober. You know what I mean? But like, maybe I'm a hater. But I do like John Summit.
Yeah. John Summit's good. I mean, he's like the popular one of the DJs. I feel like he really is like in his peak right now. He's that guy.
Oh yeah. Like Shiver.
Yeah.
Where You Are.
Yeah.
Where Are You? Where You Are. Whatever the name is. I'm like, these are tea.
He played a remix of a Rihanna song at one of his shows, and I was like, okay, that's kind of fire.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's when they have lyrics.
Yeah.
That's when I like it.
I like when they do like a Latin EDM mix. I like that.
I love that. No, Afro beats. I think that has to be the best.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
I'd be shaking ass.
Yeah.
But let's close out our Coachella chat, okay? I did say this before, and I want to say it again. The only way that I would turn Homechella and Couchella into Coachella would be if Rauw Alejandro was a performer.
Yeah,
I would risk it in the desert.
I think I would risk it in the desert too. One day only, though.
No, one day only. The only day he's headlining.
One day pass.
Yeah, one day pass. He has to be headlining, okay? Preferably artist pass. I don't know how to get one, but I would try to acquire.
Yes.
I would love to go for free. Not saying anyone has to send me, but I would love to go for free. And I would be standing, but I would be emotionally sat. Oh my God. And he could do it.
I 1000% believe that Alejandro is one day going to headline Coachella.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
He is extremely talented. Coachella would be doing themselves a disservice if they didn't have Rauw as one of their headliners. And sometime soon. I'm talking like maybe 2027, 2028.
Yeah, I'm talking about next year.
Next year, please.
Once the knees still work,
Yeah.
Once at 34, it's probably done for me.
I'm already 34.
Okay, well, you're a young 34.
I know, I'm about to be 35.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Andas vieja, you're almost 40.
I know.
But let's backtrack one to Karol G, because she's also on the Call Her Daddy podcast, which I honestly did not expect Karol G to go to the Call Her Daddy podcast. And I'll be totally honest, I didn't listen to the full thing, but she shared some things.
Yeah, she had 2 G's back to back.
Yeah, she had Becky and Karol. And she did talk about her, relationship a little bit. She didn't give names. She didn't say, me and Fred broke up because of this.
Yeah.
But people are now taking what she said on this podcast and are like running with it.
I will say this, she's getting a lot of backlash. A lot of people are saying Team Fade.
But the thing is, what else does she have to say? I didn't want to be with him anymore, so I left. Okay, but why would you want her to stay with him then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not her fault that she didn't want to be with him anymore.
Some people are saying she used him to heal.
Okay. And you could say that he used her to boost his career.
No.
Okay, but you could say that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Obviously we're not in the relationship. We don't know what actually happened, but you can say she used him to heal and he used her to boost his career.
You can make up things left and right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And let's be real. People are like, oh, she whatever. she gave him a chance to open up on tour. Like, she did that for him, right? Mm-hmm. No one can say that she didn't do anything for him.
Yeah.
You know, and
I do wonder why they ended, though. It was like the interview didn't really give...
I just think that she didn't want to be with him anymore. I think she realized that maybe he was not the one for her, and she was like, I'm wasting my time.
After putting him on her documentary.
Yeah. It's like the kiss of death. Stop putting the men on your documentary that you're not going to marry. I need you to be married for at least 15 before you put that man on your documentary.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, now we can go back and watch, and you're like all happy and in love, and like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, come out with a documentary about the breakup. Be real.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't do that to us.
Be so real.
I think that they probably just, like, you know, didn't align in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And maybe she realized that, like, she had gone from Manuel to Fade, and she was like, I haven't been single in, like, probably ever.
Yeah.
Because she was with Anuel for, like, a long-ass time.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were engaged or betrothed.
I feel like there was, like, those rumors.
Yeah, and then, you know, she went from... They broke up. She was, like a little single. She was crying on stage. And then she got with Fade.
Oh, my God. Cuando se cayó.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, my God. She fell, and she had, like...
Scarlett takes a tumble.
I knew so bad. I felt so bad.
I know.
It's like, to be heartbroken and to fall.
And then he showed up at her show the next day. That would send me. That would be it for me.
Why did he do that? Anuel was doing crazy shit back then. Crazy shit.
I will never forget when Anuel went to go see Karol G during her concert in El Choli, and he was like, give me 10 minutes to perform. I've never performed here. I was like, get this crusty loser off the stage.
And she let him.
I know, but I'm sure she was like, I can't say no. Like, you know what I mean? And this back then when people were still rooting for them to get back together. So I think people were like, okay, like, just let him.
This is when she had blue hair.
Yeah. That was so annoying. I could not find anything more annoying than a man doing that to you. Because he was like...
Remember when Offset did it to Cardi?
Oh, my God.
Cardi was like, get the fuck off the stage.
Literally.
I needed that energy from Karol.
But I think at the
Karol
time...
was like so, you know, emotional at the time.
And I think she also was like, if I do that, people are going to boo me. At her own fucking show.
It's just boo me, bitch. Boo me.
The
like,
audacity,
dude.
With the bangs. I can't.
Whose bangs?
Anuel's.
Oh my God.
His fucking micro bangs. I can't. And I bet you he's at home having a drink, probably living in the fact that Fade and Karol are not together and that she's getting backlash because he's a loser.
Yeah.
Go take care of your kids.
All 6 of them. Not 6, but I think it's like 3.
And Karol did say on her podcast with Alex that she likes bad boys. So I'm like, Karol.
I know.
So
she didn't like Fade? Because I don't think Fade was a bad boy.
It makes me wonder 2 things. Was he a bad boy and then she had enough? Or was he not a bad boy and she was like, I just like, you're too soft.
But I think it's the second one.
Yeah.
But she did say she has to change that about herself. Karol, please. Like, remember the tumble. Like, remember you, like... Karol fell and then she went
and then she fucking was suspirando and shit when she was singing Ocean.
I know.
Like, enough. You don't need this.
Yeah, like, just think of those times when you say you want a bad boy.
Yeah. And Anuel was like the baddest. Not like in a good way. In like a traumatizing micro bang way. Like, I can't.
Yeah. The haircut.
It's just crazy because he probably got the last laugh and he was like, I knew this bitch was never with him because she actually liked him.
You don't think she actually liked him?
No, I'm just saying because that's a narrative people are fucking sprinting with. Now he's like, I knew she never liked him.
Damn.
I knew she was doing it to get back at me.
I know she still loves me. That's probably what he says to himself in the mirror with his bangs.
When he's trimming
bangs. Them. Yeah. You think he does his own trim?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, that's a lot of maintenance.
And the thing is, like, Karol cannot go back to him. That will be my last straw. Karol G, no. I will lose my mind.
I will actually, like, lose it.
I will get on a plane to Colombia and beat her ass.
Yeah.
Like, I will be...
No, there's no way. There's no way.
There's too many kids.
When she's done, yes. There's too many kids.
3.
The bangs still exist. And you just can't do that.
And... He embarrassed her.
Yeah.
And like
he popped out like so many kids afterwards.
And he like would sing about her, like, oh my God. He would like try to like fight
and
Fade
then, like,
virtually.
He was like, wait, Yailin la más viral. Remember?
Oh my God. And he had a baby with her.
Yeah.
You know what? I will always say though, like Jailin was so young at the time.
She was so
19.
Young. So young. I feel like he used her.
And he was a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
It was giving weird-ass fucking energy.
Of course it was giving weird. He gives weird-ass energy. Look, he is talented. However, it doesn't negate the fact that he was a weird man. Weird vibes with his bangs.
His bangs are so ugly. Anyway, we'll move on. We need to talk about the tea of the town. The tea drama of the town. Between the girls. It's giving 2010. We have Alex Earl v. Alex Cooper.
The battle of the Alexes.
What do you think happened here? Because
oh my gosh, I actually think it's nothing crazy.
You really think?
I think it's, my friend literally said they probably just fought over vibes. Like, I see that 1000%.
So, for those who do not know, Alex Cooper is the Call Her Daddy host, and she has a network called Unwell. Back in the day when Alex Earl was like in probably like the most come up that was coming up, she came up with a podcast called Hot Mess Podcast. She essentially went under Unwell after some time having her podcast. Her and Alex Cooper seemed to be getting along very well, and then boom, one day to the next at the Super Bowl in 2025, they were no longer friends. They were no longer seeing each other like publicly. They were no longer attending events.
And they were no longer recording the podcast.
Yeah. And Alex Cooper had to even come out and say that, you know, Unwell does not have any of the IP. Like, she can feel free to record if she wants to, but Hot Mess was still not releasing podcast episodes. So we were like wondering, what the fuck happened?
Can I say something crazy?
What?
I don't think Alex Earl was a good podcaster.
Really?
Absolutely. I know that sounds like a little bit of a hater of me, and people can say that about our podcast.
Oh my God,
but I felt like she was better at content creating, better at, you know, making the Get Ready With Me videos. And for some reason, the I couldn't get into her podcast. Like, and like I said, people could probably say that about us as well. But for some reason, I just couldn't get into them. And I felt like maybe she was just better at content creating.
Yeah. And I think because she, like, for so long, it was just like a solo podcast, and then she would have her sister on sometimes. I just felt like
it's harder to solo podcast.
Yeah. I would run out of air.
Exactly.
I run out of air now.
Yeah.
No. And I also think, like, her heart wasn't in it. It wasn't like, she wasn't doing it with her corazon.
Yeah.
She was just doing it
her,
because,
like, videos on TikTok, she did. You know, it was just, okay, maybe that she wasn't a good podcaster. There was just different vibes, and the vibes that I expected for her podcast were these same vibes from TikTok.
Yeah, I get that. So obviously, Alex Earl, I guess, had been liking and reposting content that was negative about Alex Cooper. Alex Cooper said, "I've had enough." She posted a video on her TikTok and was like, "All right, what's the issue? You don't have an NDA. Pull up or shut up." Essentially. And now
Pull Up or Shut Up is crazy. The title to the podcast, Pull Up or Shut Up.
Period. And Alex Earl commented on it. And since then, she has not shared anything, like the details of what occurred between the two.
I know. Should we check if she posted anything?
I don't think she did, because we have someone on that. But on top of that, she did post something on her TikTok. It was like a video of her friend and her sister showing her Alex Cooper's video. And she laughed and was like, pretty much like, okay then, like, let's go. So let's go.
But let's go already. This was Monday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Wait, was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. Let's fucking go. Let's get to it.
And in this,
I hate when people take their time, because if it was genuine, you would prop up your, like, you wouldn't even fucking brush your teeth. You'd be like, this is what this bitch did to me.
I think the part that I find to be like, okay, so in this Alex Cooper, Alex Earl, I like Alex Earl more. However, I do find it wild when people are passive aggressive online. Just say the fuck what the fucking issue is.
Yes, but also, I'm team no one here. I really don't care. Well, I do care for the tea, but like, I really like, it's not like I have like a stronger side for either. Yeah. Maybe probably Alex Earl. I do like Alex Earl. But I will say this, Alex Cooper, why didn't you just spill the tea on your own? Yeah. You ever hear like Alex calling out Alex Earl, being like, there's no NDA, spill it, but you also had the option to spill it. Why are we taking so long to spill?
I know. God, it's gonna be stale by the time that she comes out with it.
I know. It's been like Sunday. I'm over it now. Yeah. There's other things I fucking want to talk about. Yeah. Like Euphoria.
Oh God. And we'll get into that now.
Yeah.
Okay, Euphoria season 3 premiered. And I actually they turned on the big light. I hate that. Okay, I used to love the vibe of Euphoria. It was like dark and like
it gave Tell Me Lies like you had to watch at night because during the day you couldn't.
Yeah, or like your brightness was up.
You're now Euphoria. It's like I could watch it at 3 p.m.
Yeah, and it's very obvious that Labyrinth's music is not on the show.
Yes, and his music made the show. Like, unfortunately, when you have created something where someone's music has been so solid in the journey of the thing that you have created, it is missed when it's no longer there.
Yeah, it's very obvious that the music curated the vibe for the show. And I'm not saying whoever's, making the music now is doing a bad job.
Right.
However, Labyrinth's vibe was just the reason the show felt the way it felt.
Exactly.
And I felt like this first episode, it was phony. I felt like I was watching a completely different show.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm just like, all right. First of all, I was so fucking confused on how Rue went from owing $10,000 to $43 million.
I think she was just exaggerating.
No. It's a compound interest rate. And I fucking I had to look it up. There's like a compound interest rate calculator, and it's correct. It's like, I don't even know how to fucking explain it, but it's correct. So she ends up fucking owing $43 million. Lori's like, we can just settle at 100,000, then she's fucking a drug mule, like swallowing whatever. She gets Faye, they're farting, shitting on themselves, they're showing it, their dog's licking. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? You have a dog licking Faye's ass, and then you have Cassie barking like a fucking dog. What the fuck is going on? And why is Nate Jacobs so calm?
Yeah.
Nate, please. They have him driving a Cybertruck, very fitting. Cassie wants to do OnlyFans to pay $50,000 worth of flowers. I was siding with Nate at that point. Who the fuck wants $50,000 worth of flowers? What the fuck? And she's like, I didn't wait all my life for a ghetto wedding. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but actually, it gets ghetto when you have $50,000 worth of flowers. Like, that. What is going on? Like, what's going on? Maddie's doing her own thing. She's doing good. Lexi's doing good. But Cassie, please.
Yeah. I guess Jules is a sugar baby, but she wasn't in episode 1.
Yeah. Rue's hanging out with strippers, with Alamo Brown. And Alamo Brown shoots an apple on her head. So now she's going to start managing a strip club. It's giving Ozark. I just have so many questions.
And she did not go in there and leave. I was like, Rue, God, don't get involved with the strippers.
I knew that, Ruby doing stupid shit.
I know.
I mean, she was trying to get her car over the fucking thing. She's an Uber driver. Someone said, I just know Rue's Uber driving fucking score is at most 2.3.
Yeah.
Rue, please.
Yeah, it was just a weird first episode.
I fucking find out that Rue's name is Ruby. Now I'm calling my dog Ruby Rue.
Wait, you didn't know her name was Ruby?
I don't know what the fuck I thought her name was. But she was doing stupid shit. I'm like, Rue.
Why was she in Mexico?
Yeah.
And then she meets up with I'm assuming they're Amish, Mormon.
Yeah, I guess she stayed with them for a little bit.
Pretended she was into the faith.
Yeah.
And then now she kind of wants to be into the faith.
With Alamo Brown?
I don't even know. It was a weird first episode. Will I be sat for the next 7 weekends?
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
I will be sat. And we'll be talking to you guys about the episode. But it was definitely different. It was weird. But essentially, I'm not mad about it. I'm like, okay. It's starting off like this because we have still 7 episodes to go. So, what's gonna unfold now? I'm ready for it. And it's so crazy to see Zendaya as Rue. She's such an amazing artist, in my opinion. She's so talented. And so, seeing her play, she just does such a good job at playing Rue.
Yeah.
You forget that it's Zendaya.
Yes. Every time I'm like, okay, I have to come to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. It's Zendaya. But it's not Zendaya. You know what I mean? It's Rue Bennett. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the next episode. It was kind of wild. It was all over the place. I feel like the vibes were just very different. It felt like I was watching a different show, but at the same time, there was a giant skip of time. And I will say, you know, in the show, they did say that Fez is in prison for 30 years. I feel like they could have just, like, not killed him off, but they could have given him, like, you know, the actor passed away. They could have given him a better ending on the show. Like, it didn't need to be like that.
It just made sense.
I know.
Following season 2.
I guess.
I prefer them not killing him off.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
True. So now we have some of the Bravo shows. Let's get through these. So The Valley season 3, we're well underway. Actually, not well. We've had like a couple episodes. But the common occurrence this season is the men disappointing the fuck out of me.
Well, I mean, that's always the case.
And it's almost like The Valley is a cautionary tale for women not to have kids with men. Like, it's literally every time I'm like, something comes on my screen, I'm like, what the fuck?
All I have to say about this episode of The Valley is, Kristen Doty, please get a new therapist.
Yes.
The audacity of your therapist to say, what's 15 minutes out of your day, Kristen? You need a new therapist. Do not stay with this therapist. Like, if Kristen does not feel good, and Luke is just being weird. Like, she just gave birth. Like, hold your horses. God damn.
It's like spank it or something. Is that what it's called?
What's spank it?
No, we're like, what is it called?
Wank it?
Wank it. Whatever. Like,
go to the fucking, like, you did it to fucking, you know, donate sperm. Like, you know how to do it.
Like, I think maybe, like, the intimacy part is what he's missing. Sure. But, like, read the fucking room.
Exactly.
Like, you can be upset.
She was
whatever.
And, like, Kristen obviously, like, doesn't even want to have, like, a date night. She doesn't want to leave her baby. And he's like, well, like, do we drop her off at Brittany's house, or, like, do we get someone here? And Kristen's like, actually, like, none of the above. Like, I want to be with my baby. Like, Kristen's waited a long time to become a mother. Like, let her enjoy it.
We literally saw Kristen go through infertility last season. And now we're watching her journey as a postpartum mother, and you can't even read the fucking room to be like, maybe I shouldn't be asking my postpartum partner for sex 2-3 months after they just gave birth. Like, you can have your feelings.
But they did it. He tells fucking Schwartz, like, we had sex before we came here. And Schwartz is dumbass. He goes, how's the post-mortem going?
Schwartz is so stupid. I can't.
I really thought him and Michelle were going to have a thing, because they had, like, a moment. I think, like, The Valley is going along with it. Like, I'm sure that they probably set this up.
Yeah.
But they went to, like,
a sound bath.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a really emotional first date.
I know. I was like, Raquel, where are you?
I think that Schwartz and Michelle are both those kind of people that, like, their vibes are just, like, mellow. So they, like, I could see them getting along, but, like, obviously it doesn't, like, end up working out. But, I mean, they're fine. I'm not mad at Schwartz being on the show anymore. Like, I've gone past it.
I'm also, like, not super mad at Lala being on the show. Yeah. She hasn't truly pissed me off yet. She does have a birthday party for Sosa. Mm-hmm. And, you know, she essentially, which was so dumb, because I'm like, what the fuck was this for? She has Janet go talk to Nia. And, like, that was the weirdest interaction I've ever had to see on a fucking reality TV show, because, like, what the fuck was that? Like, at that point, like, don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Janet doesn't know how to apologize.
No, she doesn't, because earlier, before she went to talk to Nia, she was talking to Jasmine, and she was like, it's more of like Janet wants to talk to you, so you apologize to her. That's the vibe that Janet gives.
She's giving an apology to get one.
Exactly, because she tells Jasmine, like, you don't feel like you should apologize to me? Jasmine's like, no.
I mean, what she said was accurate. She does give Karen energy.
Yeah.
She sucks the life out of the room. And I think that a lot of the times what Janet is feeling and, like, thinking isn't horrible. It's the way she goes about it.
Yes. I love how they were like, Janet is lying about being on Ozempic.
Of course she is. Like, why lie? It's so annoying. But obviously we see a conversation between Janet and Nia, and Nia's not having any of it.
Yeah, it was weird.
And rightfully so. However, I do think that this is going to be the downfall of Nia and Danny.
Really?
Within the friend group on the Valley. I don't know what it is. I feel a vibe. And I just, like, don't like Danny. I'm sorry. I feel like they're such a perfect couple.
When he was like, we met at a church, I was like, oh, He's like, I'm a Christian man and follow family values, blah, 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 blah. Do you remember when he said that? And I was like, oh, the MAGA rumors are true.
No, yeah, they're definitely MAGA. They just won't say it, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think at the end of the episode when they were having that conversation, and obviously Nia hates the fact that they live in Santa Clarita. Like, she does not want to live there. Like, you isolated her, you took her away from her friends.
Yeah.
Like, she just had a baby. She obviously feels very lonely in that department. And also she has 4 kids and clearly is overwhelmed. And he's sitting there talking about his vasectomy, that he went to go have a consultation with Schwartz, and he's talking about like the journey of getting that vasectomy.
With Zach.
Oh, with Zach, sorry. And Nia's like, I just gave birth. Like, it's like, you can feel that way, and like, that could be scary too. But like, I just gave birth. Like, please be quiet.
And a vasectomy is like literally an outpatient procedure. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And then for him to be like, she's venting. She's obviously extremely overwhelmed. She's like sharing with him that she's emotional. She's sharing she's postpartum. And he's like, we should just focus on the lovemaking calendar. I would fucking murder him. I would actually set him on fire at that point. Yeah. Because like, you're focused on fucking and I'm telling you how I'm feeling.
Yeah. It's giving Luke.
What is it with these men?
Yeah, they're weird. I don't know if it's like so weird
the way they're editing the show, but it's like giving like, I'm just like not having it.
They're probably not even getting a bad edit, dude. It's crazy.
I don't find Danny to be likable.
Yeah.
And I feel like Nia, I'm not saying divorce because like you have all these kids and like whatever, but like Nia, like she's such a, like she could be with someone so much better.
But maybe she likes,
I guess.
His values.
I mean, I guess she does enough to be with him. But yeah, that was the episode of The Valley, and we'll keep you guys posted on what happens next. I'm just annoyed with Luke and Danny. Like, yeah. And the fact that Jesse Lally isn't the worst out of all the guys, like,
I know.
Damn. Like,
Jesse's girlfriend is a little odd to me.
I can't tell if she likes Jesse or not.
Yeah, he was like, I love you, and she's like, thank you. And then just like, I was like, oh, I don't know. It's weird energy. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Next, we have Southern Hospitality. Okay, so season 4 of Southern Hospitality is well underway, and we are picking back up where they're at the lake house. They're all hanging out. Obviously, Lake and Michaels are having their issues. Emmy is, a Karen, and Brad wants to have a conversation with Emmy, and he's like, we need to talk because now you're running behind my back and saying that you didn't mean the apology and that you only said it because you don't want me to ruin your life. Like, you're saying some fucked up shit. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Emmy keeps putting her foot in her mouth.
Oh my gosh, she's putting something in her mouth, but it's literally fucking her brain up.
Yeah.
So they go and have a conversation, and Brad, honestly, I'm glad he shut it down. He didn't even let her explain herself because she'll try to explain her way out of something.
And then she started crying again, which is, she does this every time. Her fake crocodile tears don't get to me anymore.
No, because it's a manipulation tactic. She wants to be the victim in every scenario that she creates. You said something really fucked up about your black cast member. Like, on TV. Yeah. Like, wake up. Yeah. If she would have been like, you know what? After Lake had a conversation with me, I can realize that I was really fucking wrong. Can I say that I was hurt about everything that happened between us? Yes. But I'm also really deeply fucking sorry for what I said. They could have moved on. But she decided that this isn't worth, like, an apology.
She is so weird to me. I'm sorry. She is so weird to me.
And she keeps doubling down in her confessionals. I'm like...
Yeah, so it's like, why the fuck are you even saying anything on the show? Like, she's weird.
She's weird. And I mean, I feel like... I don't know. Like, I feel like she's, like, losing friends left and right. Yeah. But, I mean, I feel like they tolerate her to a certain degree, I guess. But the big moment in the entire episode is between Michaels and Lake. And I will say, Lake was very wrong for telling anyone about Michaels told her. But Michaels was being so mean to her. It was making me sad. I was like, oh, like... I just, like, don't like that level of petty.
He should have just told her. Yeah. But I also do think that... I think he says it that this is not the first time that Lake does this. And I do think that it gets very aggravating when someone keeps doing that you consider your best friend, keeps doing something that you told them not to do.
Fair. I completely understand.
Something that, like, bothers you.
Yes, but it's like, if you're going to talk about it, like, at least tell her directly.
Yes, I agree with that.
And when, obviously, Michaels is consoling Emmy about the whole situation... Lake tries to go out there and he's like, we don't need you. Like, come on, like, let up.
Yeah, no, like, at some points, Michaels was being really mean. Yeah. And at that point, it's like, just talk to her.
Yeah. So they're sitting at the table. Obviously, the topic is brought up. Molly's like, Lake, like, how are you doing? I think she, like, set that up, obviously. And Michaels and her kind of go at it. She goes inside because she's crying because he's like, I don't trust you. Like, you're supposed to be my friend, whatever. Emmy comes after her. Emmy then makes it about herself.
I know. Even Lake in her confessional was like, Emmy, there's a time and place.
Yeah.
This is not it.
And she's like venting about herself when Lake is clearly distraught about her friendship with Michael. It's like, you couldn't even like put yourself in her position for like 1 second and be like, you know what,
and this is why I don't like Emmy.
Yeah. Emmy's a bad friend. And then they essentially squashed the beef. They squashed the beef and now they're good. And I'm glad because I really like Lake and Michael's friendship. But I felt like, you know, I wasn't sure how it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how the rest of the season goes. I don't know if there's going to be more fights.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're back, obviously, back in Charleston. For a second, I thought it was Charlotte. Anyway, and we're starting to see some cracks between Joe Bradley and Maddie.
I don't think that Maddie needs to end up with Joe Bradley. I think that Maddie has taken her sobriety journey very seriously. And I'm sure it's very hard dating someone. It would be different if he was like drinking casually, but he is drinking to the point of getting fucked up and lying to Maddie about it.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's healthy. And I don't think that's healthy for her sobriety either.
I agree. And when she called him out, he was like deflecting and gaslighting her. And he like wasn't getting why it was an issue. Like, you lied about going to work and you went and got fucked up instead. And he's like, well, I never told you I was coming to work. Like, what?
That's crazy. I would have probably decked him in the face.
It was pissing me off because I feel like Maddie, like you said, like her sobriety, she's worked so hard to be sober. That has to be so hard. Like, you're watching somebody like do this to themselves, maybe something that you've done in the past, and now you're like have to sit there and like enable it because you're their partner. No, like I think that Maddie should. I don't know how the rest of the season's gonna go, but like I really think that.
Do you think they're together in present day?
They're together in present day. They went to Coachella this past weekend.
Oh.
So it definitely means that they're still together.
Damn.
And that they did not break up. But very good episode of Southern Hospitality. I'm excited to see the rest of the season.
Me too.
Now we needed to get into the big moment. Okay. Because Summer House actually gave me heart palpitations. Okay. Watching Summer House season 10, after we know what we know about Amanda and Wes, actually makes me want to throw up.
It makes me fucking sick to my stomach.
It makes me want to vomit. Every time I watch, I'm just like, any interaction that I see between Amanda and Sierra, I'm like, it's not genuine. Amanda's not a genuine friend. And then I see anything between Wes and Amanda, it like makes me feel icky. It's just like, all of it makes me feel just so icky. So last night's episode, previously to watching it, there had been rumors around that people were saying that it was going to be Amanda's worst episode because it's going to be very obvious that she's a shitty fucking friend because she's going to pretend to be some sort of way, knowing that we know now.
Yeah.
So the episode starts out with a conversation between Ben and Amanda. Obviously, in the previous episode, Ben was telling Amanda, why did you tell Sabrina that everybody thinks I'm in love with you?
And also, not to defend a man, okay? I don't want to ever defend a man, but the way that she was making it seem in her confessionals, it's like, you wanted me first, and like now she's mad that he has Sabrina. It's like, you've been acting single all summer and now you have a girl. Like, don't turn this around on me. Like, Amanda gave such weird vibes in this episode of Summer House. I was actually so uncomfortable. The whole Ben thing, I was just like, the whole Ben thing, the Wes thing, the Sierra thing. She's a weird girl.
She's weird.
She's weird as fuck.
Like, even if Ben came in single and it was acting so single all summer, what the fuck does that have to do with you? You're married.
Yes.
What the fuck does that have to do with you?
Exactly. And the way that she was like, did I play into a little? Yeah. Who doesn't like a little attention? But like, he came on to me first. That's not what the conversation was about. The conversation was about the fact that you told Sabrina, the girl that Ben is dating, that everyone thinks that he's in love with you. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, I don't care if he tried to fuck you a couple summers ago.
Yeah.
We're talking about today, bitch. Today. Like,
yeah.
She gave good, weird energy.
Like, is Ben wrong for wanting to fuck Amanda?
Absolutely.
Because he probably knew she was married? Yes. But Amanda's a weirdo for this. Like, it's weird. Like,
weird.
It's giving pick me.
Pick me as fuck.
Pick me final boss.
Final boss. The finalist of boss.
So, obviously, she's, like, conflicted about this conversation with Ben. She's receptive-ish in person, but on her confessionals, she's very, like, fuck Ben, fuck Ben, fuck Ben.
In her confessionals, she is very, aggressive about it. Like, let me turn this around on him and about the fact that he wanted to fuck me. And then what's crazy, it's like, Bailey deserves an apology. Bailey deserves a fucking apology. Because, like, she didn't pull that out of her ass. And obviously, should she have said it at Amanda's birthday dinner? Absolutely not. But she didn't pull it out of fucking thin air.
Exactly.
So, hello.
And then, obviously, like, we have the Wes and Amanda of it all. Like, now we're looking with, like a magnifying glass to see if there was something there, and it just feels like there is. It feels like there is.
1000% is. I'm watching the show, right? And Amanda sits on West.
When she sat on him, my heart stopped.
When he sat on her.
Oh.
When he sat on her.
The fact that we were even saying that sentence.
I got sick because I remembered what Sierra said a couple of fucking episodes ago, saying when Wes likes a girl, he sits on them. And I was like, I'm sick right now. This started this summer. This started before this summer. These two have been doing it. It's gonna come out some way or another. They've been doing it. Mm-hmm. And then they have a little party, right? There's a lot of girls invited to the party. There's a girl that's essentially there with West. I'm not quite sure. Oh, no. They go out the night before. Sierra and West, kind of flirting-ish. I don't know. They're like, I don't know. So then when the party comes, there's a girl sitting on West, literally right next to Sierra and Ben. And I understand if you want to have moments with girls, but sitting right next to your ex is not one of that, like, the way to go.
Especially somebody that you claim that you want to be in good vibes with.
Like, yes, like, and I think that that's where people are missing the point. Because a lot of people are like, she needs to let it go, this and this and that. He's even said, if even Ben has something to say about it,
yeah,
come on. He sat down with Ben and said, like, I regret things that I've done to Sierra. Yet you're sitting here making out with someone on your lap right next to Sierra. Right next. Like, not a couple seats away. I'm talking about, like...
And he fully was aware that she was there.
He did it on purpose.
He literally says, oh, my ex is kind of, like, next to you. And then he goes, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't give a fuck. His whole, like, portrayal of wanting to be with Sierra was solely for the fact that he wanted to regain the love from the audience or be a decoy with the whole Amanda of it all.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
The decoy. Well, then he goes and lays on one of the little beds with this girl. And Sabrina and Ben are laying...
In another bed.
And in comes Amanda. Why does she go and sit next to West and this girl? I think it's because they had been doing it since then. And she got jealous. Mm-hmm. And then she walks away. She's like, look at my ass while I walk away.
So when she said that, I was actually floored. When she told Wes to look at her ass when she walks away, it's crazy as fuck. Because let's say...
I'm trying to be mean to people that have no ass. I have no ass. Okay? I'm just saying, like, why are you saying that? You weird girl.
Weird.
Like, weird.
It's also weird because hypothetically, if Amanda and Wes had never, like, done whatever they did, why the fuck are you saying that to your friend's ex?
Yes.
Why are you asking him to watch your ass as you walk? Weird. You're weird. That's weird. I would never in a million fucking years tell your man, my friend's man, watch my ass as I walk away. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I was so uncomfy.
Gross.
I was uncomfy as fuck.
And Wes is a dork and a loser.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know what that girl was thinking. The one that was sitting on the bed with them. Please come out with a story time. I need to know what
Please.
Come out with a story time.
Come on the pod.
And also we see a conversation between Sabrina and Amanda. She's obviously, like, trying to apologize. Amanda's trying to apologize for the comment that she made.
At the very beginning.
Yeah. And it's very clear that Amanda does not know that she made a mistake. Like, she clearly doesn't get what she did.
I don't remember.
And she says, like, I shouldn't have told you. My mistake was telling you. Like, no, your mistake was just, like, saying anything in the first place. Like,
yeah.
Or thinking it. Like, enough.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot that this is the moment where Amanda has a moment with Sierra and Mia. Like, she felt uncomfortable about everything that went down, and then she went to Sierra's room to get ready. And Sierra and Mia are hyping her up. And this scene had me sick to my fucking stomach, knowing what we know now. Okay? Because Sierra's over there, like, hyping up her girl, being a girl's girl. And so is Mia. Mia and Sierra are saying beautiful things about Amanda. right? They're like, you know, you're all these things, and like Kyle wouldn't be who he is if it wasn't because of you too, Amanda. They're like crying, hugging, loving on her, and I'm over here sitting like holding my fucking stomach, bitch. Literally my stomach hurt so bad I had to shit. That's how bad, like, I'm sick for Sierra at this moment. And also Mia, I'm like, you're a fake ass bitch. Like, you're a fake ass bitch. To turn around and do this to Sierra, you're disgusting.
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
It was like so. It's so crazy the reaction would have had to that moment a month and a half ago versus now.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been a beautiful moment between friends, and now it's like just like watching someone be so like fake as fuck and now do that to their friend. And then for Amanda to say, like, I don't want people to think, like, speaking about Sabrina, that I could be this person, like, do these horrible things, and like it makes me feel icky. Yet she's
exactly that person. She's exactly that person.
And do that to Sierra.
She goes and does that to Sierra. You're exactly the fucking terrible person that people were assuming you were when you said that to Sabrina. Like, you're exactly that. Yeah. There's no way around it. And then obviously the party ends. These girls go. They're sitting around having a talk with Wes. Wes comes out in his confessional and is like, well, Sierra's been flirting with Jesse. So, like, okay, so this is a tit for tat thing?
He's a freak.
Also, he does not shower.
Okay.
I'm so uncomfortable with that. No. He's like, are we showering? I'm just going to put a tea on. He said that like 2 times in this episode.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not showering after the pool is nuts.
Let's wash your ass and your balls, you little nasty. Like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they were having a conversation there, and like Amanda's calling out Wes for being like, you can't be doing this, like living here in this house with Sierra.
Honestly, I think she was saying it for herself.
Fair.
I think she was saying it for herself. I think she was using Sierra as decoy, and she was like, you can't be doing these things. Like deep down she's like, I know we're fucking. Like, oh my god, she makes me sick.
And then, you know, Kyle was like low-key defending Wes, which like also made me want to like throw up.
I was kind of upset with Kyle because I'm like, no, you've always had Sierra's back. But then also when Amanda said Kyle has always had Sierra's back. He's even cried for Sierra. Bitch, are you jealous?
It gave jealous.
It gave, you did this with Wes because you felt some type of way about your husband having Sierra Miller's back. I am seeing this with like every fucking theory in mind, so bear with me. But like everything is just sickening. Like, you get what I'm saying? And so like she's like defending Sierra hardcore, and I'm like, for what? For what?
For you to go and do this to her.
For you to go and do this with Wes.
Which I find interesting that you're saying that you think that Amanda is jealous of Sierra, because there was a video that somebody sent me from Sierra's Instagram a little bit back where they're at the kitchen table, and somebody says like, oh, should we get a dog? And then Amanda's like to Sierra about Sierra and goes, Sierra's our dog. And I'm like, okay, maybe she was joking, but now I'm looking at everything that Amanda says about to Sierra with like,
yeah,
you know,
even moments with Paige,
yeah,
where Amanda was like a fucking bitch, but we didn't see it like that because she was like the third bed bug. But like she was never like the closest bed bug, you know. Yeah. She was the one like missing an arm and a leg of the bugs. Fucking bitch. I'm so angry. This episode literally made my stomach hurt.
Yeah, this new episode of Summer House, which was actually like,
and never the fucking less, this new episode of Summer House comes after she posts a fucking statement on her Instagram using her dog as collateral. Like, here, it's a picture of my dog. By the way, I'm gonna go back to a little bit of normalcy. Normalcy is hanging out with Wes, crusty, dusty, musty ass who doesn't shower.
Crazy. Risking it for Wes is crazy. Nothing will make sense to me about this. But you know what?
It makes sense. They probably both don't shower,
I guess. Mia was also the guest on Watch What Happens Live. So Mia was a guest on Watch What Happens Live, which is the first guest.
Love Mia down.
She was the first guest since the whole scandal broke that had like a direct correlation to Sierra. She goes on, and obviously, you know, body tea, face tea,
never declines.
And every answer was amazing.
She is literally, I've said this so many times, but she is literally one of the greatest additions to Summer House. Besides KJ, love KJ down. But Mia you can tell that she is so genuine. She loves Sierra. She has Sierra's back. And she said, I'm not afraid to answer these questions.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I will answer everything I need to answer and more and some.
Exactly. And we're going to go through what she said. So obviously they asked her how Sierra's doing. And she answers, obviously, Sierra is in a place where anyone would be when they're betrayed by a best friend.
Yeah, she's doing the best. She's doing the, like, I guess, like the best. She's the best she can be
given the
circumstances.
And she obviously said eventually she's going to be great. She's going to thrive and she's going to be amazing. But obviously she's feeling like
I know.
the hurt
She's
right
like,
now.
that's my sister. Like, she's like, I love them so much. I need a spin-off of their show. Please.
That would be great.
Bravo, please. Like, you're missing out. Like, you are missing out.
True. So then she's obviously talking about like how she did not believe it. She was like, I did not believe it. Sierra
she said, I'm in
inkling.
denial.
Yeah. Sierra had an inkling and she was like, no, there's no way they would never do that to you. And then obviously it came out that the rumor was true. She thought that the joint statement was pathetic. Same girl. I also thought
the fact that Sierra had a feeling, I just know, like, you can tell that Sierra, this is one of the reasons why I love Sierra, because like I'm this way. I'm very much like, you know, Sierra believes in like mediums and like you could, because Mia and her had like a whole conversation during the episode as well about that, and like things like this, like I'm a very big believer in things like this. So it's like when knowing that she had a feeling,
she's very very
intuitive, knowing that she had a feeling, like a feeling is what literally led you to this. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Mia also shares that West and Amanda have both reached out to her, but she hasn't responded. Because, like, what the fuck is she going to say? Like, what is she going to say outside of, like, hey, you're a piece of shit for doing this to Sierra?
I would have loved if she shared maybe what they wrote to her.
Yeah.
Because, like, was it joint? Did they put her in a fucking group message?
I'm sure they both texted her separately and apologized.
I don't know. Since we're fucking doing everything jointly these days.
True. And she obviously also had a thought on Amanda's like post statement from their joint statement, and she said like, okay, so she posted this and her normalcy is hanging out with Wes at a bar.
Literally my exact thoughts.
Because like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And she also mentioned that she went to a party recently where Rihanna was at there too, and I guess Rihanna's a huge Bravo fan, so I guess she beelined it to her and was like, tell me the tea. And I mean, honestly, I would be the same way.
I would be like, I would text my best friend real quick, like, Rihanna's asking about the tea. Can I please spill?
Like, let me FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like, 3-way.
Yeah, like, let's all sit down and talk about this.
Yeah. And I mean, Rihanna, like, unfollowed Amanda. So, oh my God. Risking Rihanna unfollowing you on Instagram for a dusty man who doesn't shower. Like, Amanda.
Please.
Enough.
And,
you know, there was a couple of other things that were mentioned, but one of the biggest things is that the reunion is going to be like normal. There had been rumors that it was going to be separate, that there was going to be Wes and Amanda, Sierra and Kyle on stage with no one else, like maybe some individual conversations. That's not going to happen. Andy said it's going to be like everybody on stage, and I'm glad because Mia is going to have Sierra's back like a real sister.
I think a lot of people are going to have Sierra's back. A lot of people are I think Lindsay's going to have her back, but I'm most excited to see Mia and KJ. I mean, we've seen their friendship develop this summer, and I know that even Ben has
a lot of smoke.
Ben is going to have a lot to say. Someone posted on my video, because I had made a video about this, saying like Ben is the one that she needs to look out for because Ben's going to have a lot to say.
Well, yeah, because I mean, she's making Ben seem like this like horrible person. And
yeah.
I do understand. People are like, oh, Ben reacts like really intensely. I would also probably react intensely if people were judging my fucking character.
Yeah.
And like what I've said and what I've done.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that I think like that people, like everybody thinks that I'm in love with you, but like you're like married to my friend.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And it's like, okay, like maybe we had a moment. Mm-hmm. Okay, I fucked up. I'm sorry. But like, why are you continuing that moment? Because you like the attention, Amanda.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And I mean, the reunion is coming up.
Also, the other guy that was at the Watch What Happens Live, what was his name?
Joel.
The questions at the end, T.
Yes.
T.
The 5 questions that he asked or he wants to know, like, about Amanda and West's, like, rendezvous. Like, I need to know those questions and answers.
Those better be answered.
Yes, I need to know. And I need Andy to bring it. Because he asked, like, every single, like, reunion, he'll go, like, online, like, okay, you guys, I'm getting ready for the blah, blah, blah reunion. Like, ask your questions. Mm-hmm. The Summer House reunion post has, like, 11,000 questions.
It's probably all about Amanda and Wes.
Are ruthless. People are like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
What did you guys think was going to happen?
That's one of the questions.
What
Question
did
number
you
5,
think
actually.
was going to happen when you came out saying that you were connected emotionally?
It's because, listen, this came out before they were ready for this to come out. You said it last podcast. They were going to have a little friendship going on in the city. People were going to be like, wait a minute. I kind of like these two together. And then they were going to come out. This just came out too soon because they couldn't keep their hands to each other.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But you guys, we're going to keep you posted on everything. And we'll let you know what happens in the next episode of Summer House.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. Like always, Morning Chisme podcast on every single platform. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.